देवपुत्रस्य सखेव सख्यो प्रिया प्रियायार्हसि देव सोढुम्.
Okay, translation.
Translation by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. You are the Supreme Lord to be worshipped by every living being. Thus, I fall down to offer you my respectful obeisances and ask your mercy. As a father tolerates the impudence of his son, a friend of the impertinence of a friend, or a husband the familiarity of his wife, please tolerate the wrongs I may have done you. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Okay, we'll go to the next shloka. Okay, somebody would like to read the next shloka?
Yes, Prabhuji, shall I?
Yes, Swati Mataji.
अदृष्टपूर्वं हृषितोऽस्मि दृष्ट्वा भयेन चाप्राव्यतीतमनो मे तदेव मे दृश्य देव रूपं प्रसीद देवेश जगन्निवास. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. After seeing this universal form, which I have never seen before, I am gladdened, but at the same time my mind is disturbed with fear. Therefore, please bestow your grace upon me and reveal again your form as the personality of Godhead, O Lord of the Lords, O abode of the universe. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so next shloka, somebody would like to read?
Hare Krishna
46.
Prabhuji, can I try?
Yes, Preeti Mataji.
किरीटिनां दर्तिनां चक्रहस्तम् इच्छामि त्वं द्रष्टुम् अहं तथैव तेनैव रूपेण चतुर्भुजेन सहस्रबाहो भव विश्वमूर्ते. Translation by U.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki Jai. O universal form, O thousand-armed Lord, I wish to see you in your four-armed form, with helmeted head and with club, wheel, conch, and lotus flower in your hands. I long to see you in that form. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yeah, thank you, Mataji. Okay. So there are three shlokas here, which part of it which I'll be discussing among this chapter. So you all, since the beginning, have understood the different parts, the sections where it is mentioned the different body parts of the universal form of the Supreme Lord. Okay, so Krishna here has finished his conversation, and now Arjuna is speaking what he wants. Okay, so first of all, there is a perturbance, or his mind is disturbed, but it's not out of the fear like how we fear or somebody else will fear. What he's trying to say, Krishna, is in the past, since his childhood, he has met Krishna. He has never experienced this. Though he has heard and seen the greatness of Krishna, the killing of different demons, or the way he fights alone in the battlefield. So that he has seen. But this is something which was unexpected. And Arjuna was trying to pacify his mind. Krishna had already told that you cannot see with your present eyes. So this is something which nobody has seen. Now there are some sections in Mahabharata that universal form was seen by different people as well in the past. Of course, that the Virata Rupa or Vishwa Rupa, which was seen by somebody else, is not the same as what Arjuna has seen today. Okay, so if you remember in the childhood, Yashoda sees Krishna, the eating of mud, the pastime. He opens his mouth and he's showing everything to Yashoda, there's the whole universe, the planets are there, it's all floating in the air. And then she sees herself in the mouth where she's chastising Krishna. Okay, so that is one way of what she has seen. In the Vamana Rupa, so everybody saw the way he increased his size, and he touched the top portion of this universe, and the heavenly beings also were able to see that this huge personality, Supreme Lord, then he's touching the Karana, the layer. From there, the Karana ocean is breaking and the water is coming inside this universe. Then Brahma is trying to hold in his palm. The flow is so heavy. Then Shiva on his head, he's trying to hold. So like this, the Ganga is coming in. That's why we worship Ganga. Okay. So then there's other pastime where Krishna goes to the Kurus, and he wants to make a peace deal, but still they fail. And there he shows his Virata Rupa. Everyone is startled and they are scared, but still they refuse to accept because because of their ego. So that one pastime is there. So in this way, if you see, Krishna has revealed in various avatars of various ways the form which what we normally don't see. But what Krishna has showed here to Arjuna that nobody has seen, because Krishna himself is telling that this form has not been seen by anybody, and not even by reading Vedas or chanting mantras or meditation for many years. So you can achieve this, he says. Okay, in the future he will say this. So what he is trying to convey is that this is, of course, this is scary. Okay, we cannot imagine or seeing what Sanjay is giving description, what Arjuna is seeing, and he is giving the descriptions. Okay, all the people are entering his mouth, and Krishna is telling, Arjuna asked at one point that who are you? So Krishna at that time says, Kalosmi. I am the time. Okay, I have come here to end everything which is disturbing this universe, and I have come to establish the religion. So he sees that they're all being crushed between his teeth, and their fire which is coming out. So Krishna is representing everything. Okay, so here his the mountains, the trees, everything is being described. Okay, so if you see the overall universal body which is there, that cannot be visioned by anybody. Of course, there's in Srimad Bhagavatam and other places also, it is mentioned about a way of seeing the universe. It's called Sushruma, or the dolphin form of, the jumping dolphin form, the reverse form, which the sages meditate and try to see. So that is one form which has been mentioned, but it's very difficult to understand. But in the previous chapters, and also in the future chapters, Krishna tells that the easiest method to understand me and reach me is by bhakti, or the devotional service. These things are really impossible, and even devatas also have not seen. So that means devatas are very powerful than us. So if they are not able to achieve, what can we do? Yeah, so it is the mundane mentality that today's or the people who are there who try to achieve. It's been going on since ages, be it different types of sages or the scientific community who has been trying to look at the universal form. Okay, they are trying to see what is there. Okay, in the universe, how it looks, what can be explored. So there's a nice story connected to this. So because one thing we have to understand is because of the different modes, different people are working, they'll have this mentality. Once a father came, and he had 4 children, and so he gave everybody sweets. Okay, each child he called and he gave sweets. So the first child came and he took happily and he smiled and went back. The second child came and he took it, and he said, I was expecting more. Okay, so that means not only sweet, but he was expecting more, so he went away. The third child came and he took the sweet, and he was really unhappy, and he made up his face, and kind of he did not like the the sweet, and he went away. Okay, and the fourth child, he came, and he took the sweet, and first thing he did is he offered to the father. Father, you first have, then I'll have. Okay, what I'm trying to say here is these four children are different modes of people who treat the Supreme Lord. So the first child is the mode of goodness, or the Sattva Guna, who took it, smilingly went away. The second child was more passionate, okay, and he wanted to get more, and he was working on that. So he reminded his father that I wanted something else. The third child is in the mode of ignorance, where he kind of disliked whatever his father did, and he was complaining. So that's how people are in this age, or in this world. And the fourth child was, the pure goodness. There are three modes: Sattva, Raja, Tama, and this Shuddha Sattva. So why I'm telling this is, the fourth child, which gave back to father, asking, father, you first have, then I will have. Okay, this is the mentality, this is the mode, presence of mind which is required with us in bhakti, if we want to develop. So Krishna has given us so many things, but we do not give back anything. Actually, nothing is ours, but still we claim so many things as ours in life. So Arjuna here, after seeing the universal form, he is apologizing to Krishna that in the past I have treated you with so many ways. Be it as be it, being as a friend, because they're almost like Saka, they almost being the same age, and he has done so many things. And even on the previous occasions, he put his hands on his shoulders. He was joking with him, teasing him. So many things he has done. Now, after seeing this, he's fearing, and he's asking for sorry, that I have done so many things. I did not know who you are, so please forgive me. So this also connects to a pastime where gopis, when they were dancing with Krishna, Krishna disappears, and somewhere in the middle of the forest in the night, Krishna turns into four-handed Narayana form, and the gopis started worshipping, and they pay the obeisances and ask, where is Krishna? So actually, in the Goloka, in the real pastimes where it happens, nobody knows Krishna is the Supreme Lord. So actually, that is the Vrindavan pastimes. That Krishna is so, the Yogamaya is like that. They forget that the Krishna is Supreme Lord, and they just want to happily enjoy those rasas of the mellows as a father, or as a friend, as a lover, or as a son. So they just want to enjoy that, be it in Dwarka or Vrindavan or Mathura. So they enjoyed those rasas, and they forget that Krishna is Supreme Lord. Somebody is treating as a husband, I want to control him. Krishna allows that. So Krishna fulfills the desire of all the devotees in whatever they want to serve in that rasa. But we cannot imitate that, because we have nowhere connection. We are just trying to connect with the Lord. Okay, so we are just trying to explore ourselves, who we are. First of all, we are trying to read the philosophy, and we have not come to the stage where we can understand what our relationship with Krishna is, and how we can build that and go back to that world. So we have not come to that stage as well. So we cannot imitate the way it was what we have heard in the past times. Here Arjuna is asking for that sorry. Then he is asking for very startling that he wants to see that four-handed form and the original form as well. So in the future shlokas, maybe tomorrow, day after tomorrow, Prabhuji will explain on that. But here in this shloka, he's asking about his four-handed form. So that means Arjuna has heard, and he's backed up with the knowledge. It's not just out of nowhere he's asking. He's asking Krishna to show the Chaturbhuja. He's mentioning the club disc, the Sudarshan Chakra. He's asking for that. So now he knows that, okay, Supreme Lord is there. I want to see the Narayana form as well. Okay. So that means he knows, okay, here's the Supreme Lord. Of course, he knew before also because he's a devotee. But after seeing this, he's asking, okay, this universal form is scary, but my mind is disturbed. So I want to see the beautiful form, Shyamasundar form as well, after the Narayana form. So it's very and Krishna also explains that this form has never been seen. The Shyamasundara form also, which is very difficult to attainable, even in the great sages or by chanting the Vedas regularly. So bhakti is a completely different platform, the process where it takes us to way where nobody can achieve it. Okay, so that we are trying to implement and spread this. So that's why Krishna says that this knowledge of Bhagavad-gītā or the bhakti cannot be shared with everyone. Those who have little faith and they understand they're submissive, they can be understood and they can be preached. It's not that we do like some other faiths are doing, forced conversions or rampant missionary programs. No, we cannot do that. Those who, little bit of faith, they develop the interest. So then we can tell them who Krishna is. We cannot just reveal. But devotees are more graceful and they're more merciful because they are doing Harinam through the way of Harinam, because that is the recommended in this age. So chanting of Hare Krishna, either on a japamala or in the congregational way, this can reach out to ears, and there's a purification. The sound enters into the ears and it purifies the heart. Then the potency is there. So the soul is able to recognize, the person is able to appreciate. So then the preaching starts and he's able to accept. And then the process of reaching out to the spiritual master is required. Tat viddhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevayam. So 4.34, where you reach after you have understood, then you reach out to the spiritual master. You submissively ask questions, not challengingly. So you ask submissively, then you accept this conversation. So then you accept because he has seen the absolute truth. So that is the understanding of Bhagavad-gītā. So once you surrender, then you are becoming a devotee. So devotee means you surrender. So you surrender first to the Guru. So then Krishna will accept. So that is very important. So many a times people, when we meet or we have seen, we have heard, they say, no, I'm directly worshipping Krishna. And I know Krishna who he is. I enjoy. But Krishna himself in Bhagavad-gītā says to Arjuna that worship of myself directly is not the correct way. He says worshipping my devotee is the best way. So that means the Guru is the best devotee of Lord Krishna. So we have to submit to him, worship him, then we have to serve him, then he will take us to Krishna. So that's why we are following this movement, not just blindly, based on the Sadhu Shastra and what Krishna has told. So it is an authentic movement where we read Srila Prabhupada's books. He is the founder Acharya, and we understand there are so many things. Whatever you want to achieve in this life, everything is there in Srila Prabhupada books. There's nothing else. Period. That's dot. Okay. Whatever is required, it is there in Srila Prabhupada books. He has given us Harinam. He has told us to chant our rounds. He has told us to read the books and follow the 4 regulative principles, which is very simple. Okay. Yet people make it complicated to follow that process. So it's very simple. So that way we control our senses and we control our mind and think about Krishna all the time. Krishna also explained the same thing in Bhagavad-gītā, that you control your mind and you think about me always and you can come to me and your miseries or problems of life is solved. At the moment we may realize that okay, I'm going towards a direction, but again after this class or maybe I get busy the whole day, I am being attacked with all this pride, lobha moha, Mata Matsalya, I'm with anger. So somebody is taking control of me, right? So we go through this every day. So to pull back the mind, to make it control again and again, we have to keep remembering Krishna. Okay, but always what happens is we fail to remember Krishna. That is one thing. So there's only two things which we have to remember. Always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna. Very simple, but it's very difficult at the same time. Always remember Krishna. That is one thing, and never forget Krishna. We are not able to always remember Krishna, and we always forget Krishna. These two things always happen to us. So it's very difficult, the mind, so fickle, and we have to pull it back. So that is one thing. Okay. There's a beautiful story on this, how mind can, go away from what we are really focusing on. You might have heard about this story as well in the past, but I would connect this to this shlokas. So there was a person who went to his guru and he submitted himself, and he said, I want to learn from you everything. So guru said, okay, sit. Then he started teaching Bhagavad-gītā. Then he was teaching him bhakti process, everything. So he told you leave everything, you come, and in the open area forest, there's the hut, hermitage is there, and he was teaching everything. So then the guru wanted to go on a tour. He wanted to go all the holy places, pilgrimage. So he said, you read this and you meditate yourself on the Supreme Lord. So he went away. But what happened when he was doing his process of bhakti, there was a rat who was chewing his his dhoti. So to give a to shoo away that rat, he wanted to do something because it's creating disturbance. He was creating problem for him. So he bought a cat. Okay. Now the cat, after eating the rat, it was going on shouting meow meow all the time. So we have experience, right? In the house, if there is a cat, it will always keep meowing. So that was going on. So to eradicate that problem, that was the issue. So now it was depending on this person. So to feed that cat, he somehow got a cow, because milk is required. Cat needs milk, and he's also hungry now. So he got a cow, and with the cow, he started getting milk, and there was abundance of milk, and he started giving the milk also to other people as well. Now to feed the cow, he wanted something to be grown. So he had this vast land, and he started growing paddy fields, everything, whatever the vegetables, corn, everything. So to feed the cow. Now it was excess, whatever he was doing. So he started feeding the cow. He started selling those products, the crops. Okay. So what was coming out? So the harvest, and he got nice money from that in the market. Okay. So with that money was piling up. So he was thinking, what will I do? So let me build a nice house. Okay. So with that house, he was having everything. Now he has land, he has animals, he has nice money, he has a house. Now there's something which is missing. So I need to have a beautiful wife. So he got married, and he has children also. Okay. So like this, he became a very rich person, and he's enjoying his life. There are servants, they're serving him, they're massaging his leg, they're cleaning the house. There's nice palatable food. Everything is being served. And he completely forgot what initially his guru had told him to every day read, chant, and focus on, Bhagavan. So he has completely given up everything, and he's enjoying his life. Whatever is the Aishwarya, the opulences are there. So after finishing the pilgrimage, after a very long time, many years, this guru comes, and he is astonished and to see that maybe I have come to the wrong place. There's no the hermitage what he was living in. So it has turned out to be a big bungalow, and animals are there. There's children running around. There are servants. So he asked, "This place is the right place?" And yes, yes, this is the correct address. So then he came out and he fell at the Guru's feet and he said, "I'm your disciple, if you remember me." He has completely changed. He's wearing all, jewels, and he has nice silk robes, everything opulent appearance. So Guru thought, I mean, are you my disciple? I told you something else. What have you become? Then he told the whole story. I was just wearing that one dhoti, and these are the things happened, and this is how it turned out to be. But Guru was like, okay, you did everything fine, but what about your reading and remembering the Lord? And then he was like, I have no time. Sorry, Guruji, he says. So we are like this. Our story is like this. We forgot Krishna and we came to this world, and we are giving the reason that we don't have time to do bhakti. So the same thing you'll experience when you tell people. There's so many people, right? You see, India is densely populated. You be in any city, you go everywhere, people going around. Yeah, just like ants, you see, swarm of ants. There's so many things. Yeah, you call people for Harikatha, you call people for Sankirtan. How many will come? You see, when we do a class, hardly a few people come and sit and listen, and out of that, they'll just fly away after some time. So this is the real status. Why? Because we are all attracted to something else. Okay, the luxuries, the attraction to this material benefits. So this is called Maya, which keeps us away from Krishna. So the Maya's business is to always keep us away from Krishna. It's a thankless job she does. It's a sorry job. Her only duty is to keep the prisoners inside. So we are like criminals who are always inside the cell, and we are the one who is trying to go out, asking for pardon is the one who is a devotee. So with this reminds me that when usually now this is a Dashera time. So when we go to different temples, we see the different devis, devatas. Now, generally, people have the concept that all devatas, all gods are one, all are Supreme Lord. No, this is a misconception which has been foretold by many, many ages, many, many years also. Of course, all the gods, all the Devi Devatas are present. There are 330 crores, primarily 30 crores, 33 crores. But these are, as we have seen in this Vishwarupa and else mentioned in the Vedas also, they are parts and parcels of the whole body. They are also, in fact, devotees of the Lord, but they also have material desires. They have much more luxury life than us. They are also enjoying, but at the same time, they are also doing bhakti. They also want to become devotee of the Supreme Lord, and they are also paying their obeisances. They are praying. Where do they get power from? They are all getting the power from the Supreme Lord. So they're worshipping Him. Whereas the Danavas don't worship. Yeah, that's why the divisions are there. Demons and Devatas. Why? Because the Rakshasas do not worship, they do not accept, they are against the Lord. Whereas the Devatas accept the Supreme Lord and they worship Him, they manage the material affairs. They have been designated. So the point I'm trying to make here is when we go to or when we see some Devatas or Devi Devatas, one thing we have to ask is we have to pray that allow me in Krishna Bhakti. Make my way clear that I can surrender to Krishna completely. People go for different purposes, be it house or be it money or job or children, wife, husband. So they ask so many things. There are problems. They go to different devatas for different solutions. There's astrology. There's different methods of worships. Rituals been mentioned. But what was the real purpose of taking the human form? To get out of this difficulties we have been facing, to get out of the clutches of death that we never ask. So when we go to different devatas, we have to ask, we have to pray, we have to pay our obeisances that you you know show me the way. Okay, I can become a devotee of Lord Krishna. Rukmini, when she was worshipping, Durga, she worshipped for the Supreme Lord as husband. So that's why Krishna became husband. Yeah, even the gopis, when they do the Katyani Vrata, which comes in the month of December. So Katyani is another form of Durga. So they asked for Krishna. So we need to follow those footsteps. Okay, Krishna will provide whatever has been given to us. Whatever is required, he will provide. We don't have to ask. The animals do not ask, but they are being provided whatever the necessities of their life. So similarly, he takes care of us, whatever is there, and according to our karma, we will get whatever is there. So there's no point in asking for more. If you ask for more, then take birth again. So there is more and more birth required. We don't know which form. Yeah. So to end here, I request everyone, and I also pray myself, that we always have to remember Krishna in the pure way, the process what Srila Prabhupada has mentioned. And our only goal of life is to reach Krishna, to attain the unalloyable bhakti in this moment. Okay, I end my class here. Thank you very much. I'll meet you again. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Danvat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Danvat Pranam, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Prabhuji,
Krishna to
Danvat
all
Pranam.
devotees.
Danvat Pranam to all assembled devotees. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Dandas Pranam.
Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna.
Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam.